Did you know that some vegetables, considered harmless or even healthy, might actually be speeding up your body's aging process? If you're over 60, paying attention to what's on your plate could be the difference between having more health and energy, or dealing with pain, weakness, and even circulation issues. The truth is, certain foods, although they may seem harmless, contain substances that inflame the joints, harm your heart, and sap your energy without you even noticing. But don't worry, in this video, you'll find out which 3 vegetables every senior should avoid immediately, and more than that, we'll reveal the 3 that act as true allies for your health and longevity, protecting your vision, memory, muscles, and much more. Get ready, because some of these revelations go against what many have always believed, and you'll understand why as soon as we get to the first food. So first, let's look at 3 foods the elderly should never touch. Food 1, white potato. Imagine a food that seems harmless, even familiar and comforting, but could be quietly sabotaging your health. White potatoes, found in so many traditional dishes, are one of the most treacherous vegetables for anyone seeking a healthy diet and longevity. Because they turn into sugar almost instantly in the bloodstream, causing a sharp spike in blood sugar levels. This triggers inflammation that hits the most vulnerable parts of the body, especially in those over 60. And what's more concerning, many people still believe it's a good alternative to rice. Studies from Harvard Medical School show that high glycemic foods like white potatoes are linked to a greater risk of type 2 diabetes and vascular complications. In the elderly, this constant elevation in blood sugar wears down blood vessels, affects circulation, and reduces oxygen flow to the extremities. This could mean less balance, a higher risk of falls, and slower recovery from any injury. What few people realize is that the issue isn't just the potato's carbohydrate, it's the whole calorie-dense combo that often comes with it. And what about its direct impact on circulation? A study from the American Heart Association found that older adults with poor circulation have up to a 50% higher chance of developing neurological problems. Here's the key point. When circulation is compromised, the entire system suffers, including nerves, eyes, and the heart. So what seemed like a neutral food might actually be contributing to a chronic and silent decline in vitality and health. Now, the next item on the list is often promoted as a light option, but it hides a little-known trap for those over 60. Food to eggplant. You've probably heard that eggplant is good for cholesterol, right? But there's a dark side to this vegetable that hardly anyone talks about, especially when it comes to senior health. Eggplant belongs to the nightshade family, just like tomatoes and bell peppers, and it contains a substance called solanine. This natural toxin can trigger joint inflammation, worsen muscle pain, and even affect peripheral nerves in more sensitive individuals. Now imagine the impact of that on someone already dealing with limited mobility or arthritis. The Cleveland Clinic, one of the world's leading medical institutions, warns that solanine can aggravate conditions like osteoarthritis and fibromyalgia. In older adults, whose cell regeneration processes are already slower, frequent consumption of eggplant can be the spark that leads to morning joint stiffness, feelings of weakness, and even occasional falls. Even when cooked, this substance isn't fully eliminated, and its effects can build up over time. The surprising twist is this: a food that seems light and healthy can actually be a silent trigger for inflammation. And this becomes even more serious when the body is already coping with other dietary stressors. On top of that, eggplant offers relatively few antioxidant benefits compared to other vegetables, and eating it regularly could be taking up space on your plate that would be better filled with truly health-protective foods. The truth is, not every vegetable is a friend of longevity. It's also worth remembering that solanine doesn't just affect muscles and joints, it also impacts the nervous system. In older adults, this could lead to more memory lapses, dizziness, or balance issues while walking. And those little warning signs, often overlooked, may actually be fueled day after day by an apparently harmless vegetable. That's why understanding how healthy eating must adapt to the realities of aging is essential for anyone who wants to live longer and better. But if eggplant is a hidden obstacle, the third vegetable on the list is one many people eat thinking it's helping, but it could be sabotaging your digestion and stealing precious nutrients without you even realizing it. Food 3, green bell pepper. Green bell pepper shows up in many recipes as a light, colorful, and versatile ingredient. But what most people don't realize is that, for many seniors, it can be a disguised saboteur of digestive health. That's because it contains lectins, plant proteins that interfere with nutrient absorption and irritate the intestinal lining. The result? Bloating, persistent gas, and silent inflammation that affects far more than just the gut. Ever felt discomfort after eating a dish with bell pepper? Research from Harvard University reveals that lectins are linked to increased intestinal permeability, the well-known leaky gut syndrome. In older individuals, this condition sets off a domino effect: poor vitamin absorption, a weakened immune system, and a higher risk of inflammation in joints and nerves. On top of that, green bell pepper is the least ripe of its family. That means it contains more harsh substances and fewer antioxidants compared to its red or yellow counterparts. And for anyone aiming for healthy aging and longevity, that's an inefficient choice. What's worse, many people eat it raw in salads, which amplifies the effect of lectins and puts even more strain on seniors' digestive systems. Surprising as it sounds, this harmless vegetable could be holding your vitality back. Another little discussed issue is green bell pepper's impact on joint health. People with arthritis, neuropathy, or chronic muscle pain may notice a worsening of symptoms without knowing why. Now, if these three vegetables could be putting your health and quality of life at risk as you strive to age with dignity, let's discover the 3 foods you should start eating now, true natural shields for your health. Food winterts. You've probably heard that carrots are good for your eyes, right? But what few people know is that this vegetable goes far beyond vision. It can be a true ally for mobility in old age. Rich in beta-carotene, carrots are converted into vitamin A in the body, an essential nutrient to preserve eye health and prevent age-related macular degeneration. But the benefit doesn't stop there. Carrots also support nerve health, helping to maintain reflexes and balance. Have you ever thought that a simple vegetable could reduce your risk of falling? In addition, the antioxidants in carrots fight free radicals that prematurely age the brain and muscles. Studies from the Linus Pauling Institute show that these compounds support communication between neurons and improve motor coordination. This means greater steadiness while walking, more accuracy when picking up objects, and more confidence in simple daily tasks. A helpful tip: when lightly steamed, carrots release even more beta-carotene for better absorption. Another lesser-known benefit is their effect on the gut. High in fiber, carrots support good digestive function, preventing constipation, a common issue among the elderly. And healthy digestion also improves nutrient absorption and overall vitality. Have you noticed how your body feels better when your gut is working well? That also directly impacts mood and the immune system, strengthening your health from the inside out. Food 2, broccoli. If I could recommend just one vegetable for anyone who wants to live longer and with better quality of life, that vegetable would be broccoli. It's not just nutritious, it's functional. Rich in sulforaphane, a compound with powerful anti-inflammatory action, broccoli targets the very processes that cause pain, memory loss, and bone weakening. Silent inflammation is one of the biggest enemies of longevity. It wears the body down from the inside, increasing the risk of heart disease, muscle loss, and cognitive decline. By fighting this kind of inflammation, broccoli helps preserve leg strength, mental clarity, and even bone health. That means more independence, less pain, and more energy to live fully. Another essential role of broccoli is boosting the body's detoxification process. It activates enzymes that help the liver eliminate toxins, which is crucial for maintaining healthy blood, skin, and the nervous system. In older adults whose metabolism is naturally slower, that extra support can make all the difference. Want a key tip? The way you prepare broccoli changes everything. Steaming it for just a few minutes is ideal to preserve its active compounds and maximize its benefits. Broccoli is also rich in calcium and vitamin K, key nutrients for bone health. Many people think only dairy provides calcium, but broccoli offers this mineral in a bioavailable form, meaning the body can absorb and use it more efficiently. That helps prevent fractures, improves posture, and strengthens joints. Can you imagine reducing your risk of falls just by increasing your intake of this incredibly accessible vegetable? Food 3. Spinach. Spinach is one of those vegetables that may seem humble, but each leaf packs immense power. Rich in natural nitrates, it helps relax blood vessels and improve circulation, something essential for anyone who wants to preserve their health and mobility after age 60. But spinach goes beyond that. It's one of the best plant-based sources of folate, a key nutrient for cognitive function. Folate is directly involved in the production of neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, the famous mood and motivation regulators. In older adults, maintaining healthy levels of these chemicals means more energy, fewer memory lapses, and greater emotional well-being. Healthy eating is also mental health, and spinach is a true protector of the mind. Another highlight is lutein, an antioxidant found in abundance in spinach. Lutein protects the macula, the part of the eye responsible for central, sharp vision, and also shields the brain from oxidative stress. To top it off, spinach is light, versatile, and easy to include in daily meals. It can be lightly sautéed, blended into smoothies, added to omelets, or used in soups. When paired with a healthy fat source like olive oil or avocado, its nutrients are absorbed even more effectively. And if you want to keep strengthening your body and preventing disease through the right diet, the next step is essential. Let's talk about the 7 superfoods that help seniors naturally fight sarcopenia, a valuable guide for anyone who wants to keep their muscles strong, mobility steady, and vitality high. Click now on the screen and discover which foods can be the real fuel for your strength. That's it for today's video. Stay well, and see you next time.